Hello there, today is 2013 and I'm going to continue work on the Marvel Crisis Protocol Earth's Mightiest Heroes core set. First thing I did was finish off Black Widow and her black outfit, as well as the Ultron droid. I also did some work on Winter Soldier as well. Basically getting all that black colouring out of the way. I went for, again, a more subtle look. I really don't like those sharp edges you see quite a lot that GW does and other sort of companies do with black, because I've never actually seen black in real life really shine like that. Once I got to the stage of doing Winter Soldier's trousers, I had to do a wash, so therefore I moved on to Captain America and Captain Marvel. And then I started work on making their blue and making sure that was all finished, and that was all I really had time for today. When you're layering, it can take a little bit longer than sort of dry brushing and everything like that, but it's best to take your time and make sure everything goes along smoothly. And that was it. I finished the blues on Captain America and I finished the blacks. I just need to work on the greys, the reds, and all the other beautiful colours that are going to make these miniatures really pop. Today is 2014 and work continues on these awesome models. I started today by finishing off the blue on Spider-Man. I went for a very bright blue because, well, I've painted like 4 of it. This is the 4th one I think now I've painted, so I've definitely felt like he needed to stand out a little bit more than the others. I then tidied up all the white in preparation for the next colour because I'm going to use contrast paints and I want it to look as nice and smooth as possible. And using those contrast paints, I then went ahead and painted all the red on Spider-Man, Captain America, and Captain Marvel. I also used a different red for Iron Man here. I went for a slightly lighter red because, well, I wanted him to stand out slightly from all the massive amounts of red that I'll be painting tomorrow. And finally, while I waited for those guys to dry, I finished off the Winter Soldier's trousers. And that was it, plenty of done. The models are coming along quite nicely. We should be finished in a couple of days' time, I think. I also sprayed up a piece of scenery kind of for the rivals of the Marvel Crisis Protocol, Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, because I've had it for a while and it's just sat there. So I finally decided to bite the bullet and actually get it over and done with and paint this. It's a nice piece, but it's just, you know, at the end of the day, it's just going to be for display. As I had the airbrush out as well, I also thought I'd start practicing with it. I'll do some flesh tones on this giant. I didn't realise this paint is sort of such a yellowy sort of light colour. It looked a lot darker in the actual pot, but it's okay. I'm going to give the giant a wash and then basically give it another spritz with the old airbrush to see how well we can do. Today is 2015 and I'm going to continue work on with this current project. Today it's all about the red, and it's literally the only colour I'll be working with. I'm going to get it all finished. It will take a while because we've got Spider-Man, and Spider-Man takes a lot of work because his segmented suit is very time consuming to make it look nice. As much as I do love Spider-Man, and I really love these models, I am kind of getting sick to death of painting Spider-Man. I even actually have 2 more from the Marvel Zombies stuff to do as well, so my Spider-Man journey is not over yet. Lastly, I started working on Iron Man. I'm going to try and get like a metallic-y red going on, but not actually using metals. First time I'm going to be doing this, so it's going to be an interesting experiment. Hopefully it'll work. If not, then I tried. And with that, the bulk of them are actually finished now. It's just a matter of detailing. Just a few whites, skin colour, and gold, and we're done. Also snuck in a game of Battle of Balin's Tomb with my missus, as it's Valentine's Day today. She absolutely kicked my ass, which is infuriating, but still, it was a nice, fun time. Today is 2016, and that's right, to no one's surprise, I'm going to continue with these guys. I started things off by finishing Iron Man's armour. I added one more light colour, and then I added some white to try and get some like slight reflective surfaces before I added a glaze. First time I've done really sort of anything like this, so hopefully it'll look good. Fingers crossed. I think it looks okay for now. Wait till the glaze dries and see how good it does look. Then I didn't have much time left after that, as glazes take a little while, so I continued on with Winter Soldier by finishing off his gloves and his mask, and then I started work on him and Captain America's pouches. And lastly today I started work on the Venom part of Spider-Man and got all that gooiness out of the way with some contrast paint. And that's it for today. Now tomorrow I'm going to spend a lot more time painting. I've decided that Fridays are going to be like more painting, so hopefully I should get these guys finished. Today is 2017 and I'm going to finish off painting these guys except from the bases. I also started to put together the Terminator Dark Angel box set that I received last week, so I can finally get them put together and hopefully painted very soon. Today I spent a lot longer than I normally would painting. I actually took the day to basically finish off these guys, so I really want to get them done by tomorrow so I can get the painting guide up and on YouTube tomorrow. As ever, it's always a joy painting Atomic Mass models. I really do like these guys. I definitely like them a lot better compared to their previous versions. They're definitely a lot more dynamic and a lot more interesting poses. And throughout the day I finished them off, and basically tomorrow I will finish the bases and they will be done. It's 2018 and we're going to finish off these guys finally by completing their bases today. It's a task that's not going to take too long whatsoever, and I'm very happy that these guys are finally out of the way. They took a bit longer than expected, but they are absolutely phenomenal models as ever. Atomic Mass always knock it out of the park. Absolutely love them. At the same time, I was also recording the paint guide that will be up today. Sorry, I had a complete brain fart there. It should be up today as I speak. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it if you watched it, and I hope it's really helped you along as well as you follow the guide. As I got those guys out of the way, I also sprayed up some Bretonian Knights ready for tomorrow. That's it. That's all I managed to get to do today. But again, really happy. Really fantastic. Absolutely love these guys. Really happy with the way they've come out. I got a little bit bored in the evening, so I thought I'd continue work on the scenery piece of the Marvel Crisis Protocol Rivals set. Today's 2019 and it's a nice lazy Sunday, so I'm going to take a little bit of time starting to paint these Bretonian Knights. I'm just going to focus on painting the horse's skin today, I think. I only have about an hour and a half today, but it's going to be a nice easy one. I really do like painting older models. They're a lot more simple and easy to paint than some of the later stuff that GW have produced. So it's a nice change of pace from painting some really highly detailed Atomic Mass models. I thought I'd do a couple of different fur types so that way they stand out from each other on the battlefield and they don't look like all the same and a bit too uniformed. Either way, it's been an absolute joy starting to paint these guys. Next week I'll really dive into these guys and make sure that I get them completed. Hopefully they'll be finished by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. They shouldn't take too long because of the simplicity, and there's only 6 of them. So there we go, that's today's hobby streak done. Really happy, really like the way they're coming. Love painting the horses, and I can't wait to paint everything else. Been a really good week this week. I managed to basically get myself up to date with what I own for Marvel Crisis Protocol, given an excuse to buy another set. And we've started our second unit of Bretonians, and I can't wait to actually get these guys finished, and I'll finally have that lifelong dream of having that Bretonian army. Also, gonna finally get this thing done, which I've had for a very long time with the Rivals stuff. And I do want to get the next set of that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you made it all the way through the video. I hope I'm not too boring for you. And if you have made it all this far, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. And I hope to see you next week. Bye for now.